Hi, I'm Tanya representing the Robinson Lloyd Resiliency Group. We help companies to get an edge in three core ways. Firstly, we provide psychometric assessments that help our clients to understand how to help their students. We provide these services primarily to organizations that work with children and youth. Secondly, we use our data to customize program solutions or interventions that best meet the needs of our clients. And finally, we use our insights gained to help form meaningful connections or foster meaningful connections between our clients and all stakeholders. Today, I have the distinct honor of sharing our culminating speeches that were presented by students of the University Heights Charter School. First, you'd be hearing from their CEO, Dr. Christy Oliver. Just a bit of background about the Power Resilient Stars public speaking and self-awareness program. This evolved quite naturally from students sharing about their anxiety levels and, of course, their need to share how or express how they feel with more confidence, with more passion. And I am a distinguished Toastmaster of, for about 10 years or so. And I decided to use those skills to help them gain their skills in public speaking. Now, just a bit of background. Our students from University Heights Charter School will be addressing themes about the Robb Elementary School shooting in Uvalde, Texas. They would also be sharing their thoughts on the closure of UHCS, as well as themes concerning their life, inclusion, and coming from different cultures. Really amazing speeches lined up. Now let's just stop for a second to think about the Robb Elementary School shooting in Uvalde, Texas. According to the Washington Post, more than 311,000 students have experienced gun violence at school since Columbine. That's a big number, 311,000 students. We would like to, it seems that there's an attempt to brand persons living with mental health disorders as the perpetrators of these killings. But according to research, persons with serious mental health disorders were responsible for 10% of all violent crimes, homicides in the United States. For mass killings, they're responsible for 33%. The links for this data would be provided below. As I shared, our students learned how to develop their voice. They went through about 6 weeks of coaching on how to present a public speaking speech. They viewed topics that are current. And without further ado, we are going to look at the first message from the CEO of University Heights Charter School, Dr. Christy Oliver, followed by speeches from Christopher Gonzalez, who'd be sharing about his superpowers. That's a term that means characteristics or strengths that we teach in the Resilient Stars program. We'd also be hearing from London Davis, who shares and encourages us to take the jump, take the leap of faith, believe in ourselves. We'd also hear from Noah White, who was moved to write a speech after losing her great-grandmother, who lived to be 100 years old. We then hear from Marianis Torres, who spoke about the crime situation, particularly the mass shootings that have occurred recently here in the United States. We'll also be hearing from Abraham Omo Ihauser, who shares about work ethic, success being 25% purposeful, driven, and 85% work ethic. And we are going to hear from Sarah Crutcher, who shared Who Am I? Her views on being a Black student of University Heights Charter School, a Black American, as well as the need to feel safe. And finally, we would be hearing from Osirami McCahan, Oya Kilomin, who would be sharing her desire to fit in. I thank you, and I ask you to please share this video widely, share all of our videos with our speeches, because they're going to impact lives in a very, very powerful way. These children really moved the audience with their speeches. Very, very amazing and very proud of each and every one of them. Thank you.
I am a child who has survived the pandemic. Who am I? I am a child who had to witness murders of innocent children in a place where they should be safe and free. Dear judges, parents, and fellow contestants, I am a child who worked hard on my state test so that a place that's like a second home to me stays open, only to find out the state doesn't care how well I did. They just want to take away the one thing the 700 children and all the staff in the UHCS building care about. Who am I, you ask? I am a child who grew up in an era where Black lives still don't matter. I am only so fearful of what I will see and experience as an adult. It is my hope to inspire you to help me do 3 things tonight. 1. Do something to help your child and students feel safe about the pandemic and nationwide shootings. Ask the state to keep my second home, my school, open, and finally use your voice in a positive way to share that our voices matter as Black and Hispanic students. I am a warrior. How can you help us to feel safe, you might ask? Just ask us. Ask us what makes us feel safe at school now, like our teachers or friendships. Help us to understand what is being done on all levels to ensure our safety from mass shooters. Let us know that these incidents are random aberrations and not our new normal. How can you help us to keep our school open? Write letters to the state of New Jersey archives. In Trenton, let them know students like myself and my 699 other colleagues are now without a home away from home. Let them know we applied ourselves as best as we can during the state exams and we didn't deserve to lose our school. How can you help me to believe my life matters as a young Black girl? Tell me I deserve a chance, that I could apply myself and earn my mark as an American citizen. Remind me of my true history. No, not about my slave story, about who I am before slavery. Tell me about my rulership and of my kingdoms. Tell me that there are races, but I still have a chance to excel. Let me tell you, I am a warrior. My colleagues are warriors. We will not be scared. We will not be silenced. We will take the chance we deserve to excel as African Americans and Latino Americans. Long live UHCS, long live America.